What is up, Kaiju Seekers? Welcome to another episode of the Kaijunaut Drawcast. Today, we're going to be doing some of my new Keshi style drawings, which, if you've seen on my socials, DeviantArt, is basically just this new little style that replicates classic Keshi Gomu figures and things like that. So we're going to be doing those today. Just a bit of an laid back, easy things to draw. Now I'm going to be sharing my screen here. Once I got, let's see, there is, I got to move everything all around. But where did it go? There you go. Boom, there we are. Alrighty. So I did throw out a few, or I threw a post out on Twitter, essentially asking for suggestions. We did have a few suggestions thrown our way, mainly two. But if anyone wants to drop suggestions for what to draw, feel free to do so. But first up, we're doing Batra. Let me pull up some reference here. I believe Batra is what they were referring to. And then we're just gonna get started. So let me know how you guys are doing since last stream. Oops. Let's see, gotta find a good pose. Nope, wrong. There, recorded. Let's see. So as you like I said, the Keshigomu style is one of my newer favorite styles because again, it's just like an easy thing to draw. Mm-hmm. Let's see, hard to get his head right, or at least make sure I get all the shapes in there correctly. Let's see, I also put some background music and stuff. Let's see. So good that. So lots of people have been talking about the new -1 trailer, and that was really cool. General thoughts on the new -1 trailer is basically it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to the movie a great deal. And I'm sure it'll be great. Not much to worry about with Yamazaki coming back. Definitely going to be checking it out once it hits theaters. And it seems that the theaters are going to be doing it in tandem with the US. Hey, Minecraft World, welcome. And then I'm hoping that I'll be able to catch that because the last few Godzilla movies, or at least -1, and way back in the day, 2016, I know Japan usually gets those first, but now it looks like I heard they were gonna do them in tandem. So look forward to seeing how that works out. And like I said, I like how the movie looks. I'm glad the actors are back. Godzilla's new design that we see, I'm wondering like what's going on with that, and also like what's going on with the New York scene. Lots of people are speculating that it's going to be either a dream sequence or it's going to be what leads up to the new form, because if you look at the shot, it does look like it is like the regular -1 design, but clearly it's also either scaled up or something's going on, because it might either be genuinely just he's bigger now after regenerating, and or like it's like a 2014 thing where like he's scaled up so the shot looks good. So could be either or maybe it's also because of the dream sequence. No way to tell for sure, but again, I'm excited either way. But yeah, I'm trying Batra here as a suggestion over on Twitter. I got, feel free to suggest anything else in the comments. I am doing my Keshi style that I've been developing, so this is going to be like a somewhat chibified Batra, nothing too crazy. Some more details there. Right, that's the thing with bug kaiju, like it's so complicated. But they are cool looking, so that's the trade-off. Just looking at more reference images as well, because it's just how I go about getting all the details right. Yeah. I do like the more gnarlier aspects of Petra. He's like, the inbird of Mothra, so it just looks cool. I have been meaning to rewatch the Godzilla vs. Mothra Heisei for a while. I've never gotten around to it because I am looking to do. I've done my last two Heisei reviews for King Ghidorah and Space Godzilla. Hopefully, I can do more of that. That seems pretty cool. And I'm wondering what color I'm gonna go for with Batch. I'm thinking maybe. What should I do? What color should I do? Batra. Because then this is Keshi style, so it's gonna be like one solid color. Trying to think of what color I should do Batra. What color would be Batra? I'm thinking like a fiery orange, like he has his patterns on his wings. So I'm thinking something like this. I'll do a dark outline, maybe. I'm trying to get the details right on his face again. It is hard because Kaiju like this, there's a lot of complexities to them. No. Let's see. Getting more Bachelor references. You know who did a good Bachelor? Nico. Nico did a great Bachelor. Maybe I'll reference off some of his. That'll give me an idea of how to simplify the shapes, which is great advice for anyone looking to do art. Reference how other people have figured out how to simplify their shapes. It'll give you an idea of where you can start doing your stuff, or just give you a point of again, just a point of reference that you can use. Yeah, I'm not going too crazy with it. It's just my Keshi style, so I won't harp too much on the details. But some here and there is nice, just to give more variety to your style. Uh-oh. Oh no, I just got word that good friend of mine, Desert King Productions, they were making a new channel and I guess somehow he accidentally deleted it. RIP. Let's see here. Kind of want to see if I can get a good reference shot of his underside, mostly because I think it looks kind of cool. Look at the details right I had a shot of it earlier. And always double check your layers. Make sure you're not making any mistakes. I've dreaded those moments. Welcome anyone who's dropping by. Currently drawing Petra from Godzilla vs. Mothra and doing it in the Keshi style that I've been developing. Essentially just a nice little stylized chibi-esque versions of the character based on things like the Keshi Gumbo figures. I am also currently working on fundraising one for Pocho, who is my original Kaiju character. I have a video on the channel going over some of the details about it over on my GoFundMe that I made. So if you want to go ahead, check it out. Would appreciate any support you can throw my way. Again, you can check out the video on my channel, and then I'll see if I can link it here in the chat so that you guys can go ahead and easily check that out, because it would mean a lot, because I would hopefully want to start creating my own line of figures based on my characters. And that way everyone can enjoy the Vic Monstrous Kaiju, or the Vicmon. And I'm wondering, what do you guys think of that name, the Vicmon? Because if I go with my name I have for Vic Monstrous, if I go for my name Vic Monstrous, which is like the essential brand of the company, you know, you have things like Maru-san, and their kaiju are always called Marumon. And then there's Pokemon, which is Pocket Monsters, Pokemon. So do you think that would be a good name for my various kaiju? In lore, is all my kaiju are called like Gargantua, just because there's some funny lore. Hello, Kit Demon per Flameling. What is up? Drawing some Godzilla kaiju today, or any kaiju, for that matter. Anything you want to suggest in terms of kaiju? It can also be like any original monsters. If you have one yourself, or you want to recommend one that we can check out, and we'll see about drawing them in my Keshi style. If you don't know, Keshi is a Japanese toy rubber figures that are essentially like just little cool stuff you could put in your pocket. They were popular, right? So like I think like I know in the 80s you had things like the muscle figures which were rebranded from the Kinnikuman series, which is where some of the Keshi come from. But they're essentially like little eraser type figures. I think that's almost where Keshi Gomu comes from, like either rubber or eraser. I mean, you can also think of things like the Gomu Gomu no Mi from One Piece that Luffy has, things like that. And they're just basically these cool little minifigures. And I always check up, yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that. Let me know what anyone's got going on in their life. If you want to talk about something, any recent updates, feel free to leave them down below. Let's see. Can't forget. There's like some stuff coming out of here. No. Let's see, it show. You've collected lots of Godzilla figures, like Godzilla from the Monster Wars, and the other one is Godzilla from King of Monsters, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla. Cool, man. That's really cool. Do you know what line of figures those are from? Like the movie Monster series, or any of the newer lines? I know there's lots of different ones. Like I like to collect things from what would that be? Like movie Monster series I collect a little bit, mostly just what I like. And then there's things like the new Godzilla Burst figure line. That one's really cool. I've been meaning to pick up a few, but haven't collected any myself. Just because they haven't done them here statewide, which they are going to be doing pretty soon. I could always probably import them from a proxy site that I use called Bai, which I would recommend Bai. Bai does a lot of cool stuff. I've done many different orders through them. So I would recommend Bai. That's Buyee. Basically, you can look up anything. They'll ship it out to a warehouse once you make your purchase. Or I think they'll purchase it for you on behalf. Something like that, and then they'll ship it to the warehouse. You buy it, or you send the money through the proxy site. They buy it on your behalf, ship it to their warehouse, and then ship it out to you for like another shipping fee. So essentially, to where in the States over here it would be like super expensive, just because the seller either had it imported himself or something like that. And then just like that stuff, a figure that in Japan is only like what, $10, like the movie Monster series figures, but then they sell it here for like $30 or something. So you have to contend with like all those things, like the seller having to import the items in. But from there, you just go, like, you get Japan prices, like you can get like a movie Monster series for like real cheap. And they might only have to pay for shipping, but they have they're really good with like coupons and stuff. And then I think there's some ways you can find like a code or something. Monster Island Buddies is like sponsored by them, so I would recommend checking his stuff out. This is really good. Should be nearly done. I'll start coloring it in. And we went with like this fiery orange. Let's see how that looks. We can always change it up later. And then before we get started on more this here. You can see my little handle there. Use code Monstro for a discount on orders of advanced CG. You can check out the. I'll probably start putting some more links down, just so that I can. I'll also screen share it here. Or you know what? Let's see. What do I share? I don't know if I can share this, but but I'm also going to share a referral link here. Essentially, if you want to get into streaming, there's a referral link for StreamYard. Get $10 discount. And then, let's see, I'll share link of Advanced CG. So you can check that out. Use my code Monstro for a 10% off discount. Lots of good stuff there. And also helps me out too. So go ahead and check that out. Oops, gotta make sure everything is nice and where's the link? What makes this pretty easy is just that, like, since it's one solid color, I only have to worry about things like the line art, stuff like that. So that way I can also just, like, you know, bang these out quickly than my usual commissions, which is nice. So once I start developing the art style, I can get more art out there. People like it, they can get it, because I'm also doing commissions on these ones where you can get a piece like this for just $8. $8, you can have a cool little Keshi style illustration of your favorite kaiju, or of, say, your original kaiju. Say you want to see what they could look like as a figure. You can totally do that. Is that it? Or is it just that little? It just goes to show, always check the littlest places. You never know where you might need to finish your line art. So tap in. There you go. Batra, cool little Keshi style illustration. Oh wait, I think I forgot to connect the link there. So let's just do that real quick. How embarrassing. Clean that up there. There you go. Good as new. And boom. There you go. We got little Keshi Batra. That's really cool. I would love to have a Keshi Batra like this one. Actually, I'll probably do some right now, because I'll probably show this to the person who was asking for it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, guys. What do you think of the new Keshi style? something I've been developing for a little bit. I've done a few so far. I did my own pocho, which was also a concept for the fundraiser, which again you can check out. Let's see. There is. Let's see if I could find. There you go. There you go. I'll post it down here in the description. Again, essentially. Let's see. I like how you sketch while been trying to look up stuff for how to sketch. The body hit by some square boxes and circles, which part was the hands, even part of the thumb. Yeah, sketching, I think I've said it over before. Sketching is like probably one of my favorite parts of the process, especially once I start getting the shapes down and the details, which the one thing I don't like about that is like doing that. But once I get it going, it's pretty fun. Especially once you have like your final sketch. It's all down to shape language and muscle memory. Once you start getting the shapes of how you want to start, always learn how to simplify the shapes, because once you start getting to know like some basic shapes and how you can use them for any anatomy really, you'll be able to start doing it like just off rip. Like you won't need that much reference. Like right now I only really need reference because I've never drawn Batra, but I have drawn other insect like Kaiju and things like that. So all I really had to do was just have an image of Batra and then just go off of there. I would say I would recommend practicing by doing some tracing, and then after that you would just start do your own. So I would say like you can take a picture of like a figure or of another even artwork, like other people's art. Do a trace of it and then try to keep that muscle memory. You would have to keep practicing, of course, and because you mentioned square boxes and circles, you shouldn't really limit yourself to circles or squares, because really you can do lots of different shapes, because like not everything can be dumbed down to a circle or a square, but triangles are a good one. Try triangles. I would recommend Ethan Becker, because he has a lot of good videos that I learned from. He goes over how to use shapes to sketch and things like that. But yeah, like trace some artwork that you want to take influence from. Figure out, because what you're doing is you're using it to figure out what they're doing, and by tracing you'll start to get your own ideas, and then you'll have the muscle memory for it. And then once you've done the tracing, try recreating it using your muscle memory from scratch, and then from there you'll develop your own style. So that would be like my advice there. It's what I tend to do really. But yeah, I got things like just a bunch of cool stuff. And I copy it already. Yo, you got it. You got it. Got it. Boom. Doing the Drawcast right now. Live now on Drawcast. And doing Keshi style illustrations. Kaijunaut. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, like that'll be my advice there. And there you go. We finished our little Patra, and now we'll. You can see my lock screen there on my iPad Pro, I believe it is. I forget. I got an iPad. I use Procreate for my illustrations, and let's see here. What should we do next? Again, don't be afraid to leave suggestions down below for some other kaiju you would want to see me draw here. We have Batra. And now right now I'm going to move on to, I think there's an OC Kaiju type of monster. Looks like some sort of, it's called Demonzilla or Beast Bendizilla. So I'm guessing it's like a Bendy and the Ink Machine Godzilla hybrid of some sort. So I'm just going to sketch it off of this drawing here. Oops. This is a simple one, so I'm just gonna try to do like a super stylized version of the picture I have here. And you see here I'm using these shapes. These shapes are essentially stuff I've done. So like, and I can do it off rip like that, but if you want to see like the process, so that's like a knee, thigh, basic body shape, calves, shins, and eventually you start to be able to do it even without immediate and we can touch it up later, but eventually you'll start being able to know how to do these basic shapes on your own without much need for reference. And as you have a specific idea in mind for what you're going for, and then you can always manipulate it with your tools, or if you're using traditional, just do some basic erasure, stuff like that. But, so things like shoulders, biceps, forearms, you can use whatever you need. And I only have like the upper body of this guy, so just do my own thing here for the rest of it. It looks like it's got like a mixture of 2014 and 98 style spikes, so I wonder what that story is. Looks pretty cool though. And maybe I'll do this one in a nice atomic blue, since that's what got there. And here. And see how I made to do finger shapes pretty easily. Some arm there. I can manipulate it right there. Oops. It's pretty simple. It's not much to it. There you go. Sometimes I glitch out. My phone does this weird thing where if I put my phone on my laptop, it'll go dark and stuff. But I don't know what's going on there. Although the sign's behind it. I'm gonna take a swig of lemonade from my advanced GG. It's my thermo shaker. I would recommend checking out their shakers because they do a lot of cool stuff. Now let's see. I think or I don't want to do. What would be a cool color? I guess I'll go with blue. I bet bending in the ink machine is like all ink, so it's mostly like black and off-white stuff. But I'll do a nice, cool atomic blue color. Like a nice dark blue for the inking. I actually think this is really cool. I know people love to do like different hybrids of things, different crossovers, and I think that bending in the ink machine would make for a nice crossover with Godzilla. Or at least this is a pretty cool idea. I do think I did like bending the ink machine when it came out. At least the lore videos and stuff like that. I wonder if I should do like some texturing here. Oh, excuse me. I'll do some texturing once I get all the outlining done. Make sure you always have it on separate layers. If there's any more questions you might have, leave them down below. If you have any art related questions or any art related topics you want to discuss, we're going to be doing hopefully a few different Keshi illustrations, because if we get any more suggestions going on. Again, feel free to leave original kaiju if you want. I can do like a little, like I said, Keshi style sketch here if you'd like. It's no biggie. The more content we can have, the better. And from that, you can learn to grow. If you want to learn how to draw, or you want any other tips and tricks. Because we shouldn't gatekeep art in the wrong way. I think you should definitely gatekeep when it comes to, bad actors, things like that, people who make art of degenerate material. And by that, I don't mean like NSFW stuff or different certain inks and things. I mean like actual somewhat stuff that correlates to illegal material or hateful speech. You should always draw what you love. Draw not out of hate, but out of love for the medium and the expression. And then just go off that. Let me know if you have any favorite works of art from favorite creators, whether they be established creators, like people who have published works, or if they are fan artists or fan fiction creators, like Metal or Steel Nick, who does all the horror goji stuff with Reed and his things, stuff like that. Shout out any creators. We'd have to look at all the different types of creators on here. On the Drawcast, hopefully I can get a special feature out soon. It's been a while since I've done the first one with Hoshi. Shout out to Hoshi. So we got let's do his tail and then maybe some little details. Because with Keshi, while it is pretty simple, there are subtle complexities you can add to always bring up or elevate a sketch. So since it's the image they gave me is all pixelated and stuff, so I don't know if there are any subtleties. Beast Bendy, aka Sibla. Why do you have any more artworks on it? Just because I think that, if it is like Bendy has like all this cool stuff going on, like ink, because he's made of ink. Right? Bendy and the ink. Look at the. Remember, always have your reference. So I'm looking up Bendy and the ink machine. I'm gonna look up, I think it's like that one version of Bendy that's like tall, lanky, and stuff. So we're gonna look at that. Actually, now that I look at it, I wonder if that's supposed to be. What kind of teeth is that? I don't know. We shall wait and see. Because Keshi figures often have some subtle detail that goes a long way, It's stylized and simplified, but within that, there's lots of complexity. And that's the thing with simple styles, It takes a lot of work and effort and detail to get it right. Let's see here. You've been a huge fan, the Batman fan, about the art style that Jeff Matsuda, who made the Batman series, and I like the characters, like even the village, which I'm drawing my own comic. That's cool, yeah. It's always good to wear your inspiration on your sleeves, because that's what you want to try to replicate. So don't worry about all that stuff, Yeah, where's the there you go. Mistle. There too. Anywhere else. Hopefully not. Oh. No. What the heck? No. Oh boy. What? Where's the loose end? There you go. Always tighten up your loose end. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll add some more detail to the spike here. But let's just get everything rolling. And maybe I'll make an alternate version that's more like ink and stuff. Maybe. But yeah, there you go. There's the Bendy Inkzilla villains. I see. That's so interesting. So there's my interpretation of the Bendy Inkzilla. Pretty cool, actually. So yeah, I'm wondering this guy, and it is from, I believe, it's just Beast Bendyzilla on Twitter. So go check them out if you want to see their stuff and what they got. But I think it's theirs. Yeah. There you have it. There is the Beast Bendyzilla or Demonzilla. Seems to be inspired by Bendy and the Ink Machine, it seems though. But like I said, cool. So I got that one down. Those were like the only two submissions. So like I said, if anyone has suggestions for stuff, leave them down below. Comment down below what monsters you want to see. We're already coming into an hour here. Yeah, that goes to show you can always do stuff pretty quickly with this style. And I'm gonna. There you go. I'm gonna share my screen here. Go. So you could save 10% off. Use code Monstro for Advanced UG. They got the best flavors, top quality, zero sugar in the stuff, and it tastes really well. I've tried a few other flavors. Definitely recommend checking them out. Also supports me when you use my code. So if you want to stop by, get cool drinks as well as these awesome shakers. They're really good quality shakers. I'll show you in just a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's see. Come on. What is up, guys? Forgive the hair. Hopefully I'll style that soon. But yeah, check it out. Advanced GG. This is the thermal change shaker, so when it's like cold, it'll change color. So that's really cool. Again, use code Monstro and then the link in the channel. So you can get 10% off your order there. Check that out. And then let's see. I'll share my screen again. Just so I can show you some of the stuff we've been drawing. Because it's pretty cool. And let's see. There you go. Shift tab there. Cool. Biggity boom. There we go. There is Beast Bendyzilla. And then we also drew Batra earlier. I'm gonna combine. So we did that, and then we did the Bachelor there. Pretty cool. And then there's the Beast Bendizilla. So we got that going on. Let me know if there's anything more you guys want to suggest. Or just hit the hour mark. So we might go on for another hour or so. And then maybe bring some stuff, people on. They want to talk about drawing. Oh. What's this? Yeah, looks like they're pumping out more inventory of the -1 stuff. So there's that. Let's him there for a second. And maybe since we got that there. Since we have some new -1 stuff, I'll do or -0. I'll draw -1. Might as well. Let's see here. Actually, I do have the -1 minifigure next to me, so I'll use that as some reference. Let's see. -1's got some pretty big, gnarly brows. Just do a little sketch. As y'all know, I don't really like the -1 design. Most of the reasons are I just don't like the proportions. I don't like some of the detail of the skin textures. As far as how it was depicted, I thought it was depicted really nice. I do like the way he moves. I like the weightiness to it. I think they did a good job with stylizing that version of the character. I think he looks better in some versions of the figures and things like that, just because I make the proportions better fit like a stylized version of the character more than the actual thing. And he's also just so bottom heavy. Big old guy. Big old feet. What are you guys' thoughts on the -1 trailer? Or the -0 trailer, excuse me. I keep getting those things mixed up, but what do you guys think? I do anticipate the arrival of the new form there, because it does look pretty interesting. I'm just gonna do a little sketch here. See how far we go. Because drawing takes a lot of energy, you know. Like you can bang out a few drawings here and there, but with commissions, you know, I take my time with them. I try my best to get them out as quickly as I can, but for a while work was really busy, but now things have died down a little. So any support you can throw my way would mean a lot. Just because I got the fundraiser going, and then I also have regular stuff like, you know, bills and things like that I'm trying to keep in mind. Another thing I don't like are the dorsal plates that go along the tail here. I don't like how they go like that. But even in this drawing, I do kind of like this more. Just because I think, again, the proportions make for a good stylized version of Godzilla, but like in the real thing, it just doesn't really look all that nice to me. I do like the scar he has, though. I honestly love a lot of the concept art more, and of course I love the concept arts where he's like on his on the horizontal stance more than the vertical one, just because I think that looks cooler. Love me a horizontal stance Godzilla because it's superior, you know. Oh boy! Ooh. What are the boys doing? Hold up. Wait a minute. That'll be kind of funny though. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see here. I'm gonna do something pretty funny here. Funny joke. I'm gonna be doing a funny joke. Funny joke. Funny joke. Funny joke. Let's just get that back. I just gotta find the illustration just so I can start adding some proper features. what you don't know about me is that I love to draw tasteful illustrations. Take me forever to find the reference that I want to do here. Or I might just go to these. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what I like to see. Funny joke. Little late April Fool's Day. Anything. Hello, Mr. ACK. Welcome, everybody. Anyone who needs some catching up, we've drawn Petra, Keshi style. We've drawn Beast Bendyzilla. This is, I think, one of my favorite ones actually every time. Right now, we're doing a little joke. And I have a friend who likes Uma Musume and has. Yeah, thank you. You want to look at it again? Yeah, this is my Keshi style. So it's a little style that I've developed based on things like small Keshi Gomu figures, which are little Japanese rubber figures, mini figures, things like that. And I'm also trying to get my own fundraiser off the ground where essentially you can check out. I'm going to share. Stop this. And I'm gonna share the screen here. This here is my fundraiser. You can check out in the link below. I want to do my own little Keshi figure, things like that. Produce my own line of toys based on my originals. Kaiju, one of these is here. His name is Pocho, the Ferocious Protector. And yeah, that's basically my little thing that I'm doing. And then let's see, Windows. There you go. Yeah, and I'm doing stuff like this. And actually, if you're interested in either having your own original kaiju or your favorite kaiju drawn up in this style, I do have commissions open down below, or in my Ko-fi page, where you can check out my socials. I have my Ko-fi page link there, and for only $8, you can have any personalized kaiju illustration done. If you want to check that out, support me. That'd be amazing. And like we did this little original hybrid creation of Bendy and Ink Machine with Godzilla that was submitted to us on Twitter. And so I might do more of this on a regular basis, to where I'll throw posts out there, suggest some below, and we'll draw them here in the low Keshi style. And yeah, there's a little -1 we were working on a little bit. And we're switching over this. This is just a little other style of mine. And we're gonna do what is essentially a Chinchinka, I think is what it's called. Or at least a Monster Girl figure. And yeah, appreciate it, Mr. Aziaka, or I don't know how you spell it, but thank you, appreciate. I have like more diverse styles and things like that, like regular stuff here, pop in and out. So like, this is a King Tyrannos, monster belonging to a friend of mine, Lizard King Productions. This is my own style of. What are my thoughts on Godzilla -2? Well, my thoughts on the trailer are, it looks cool. I'm super excited for the new movie to come out. I can't wait. The first one was really good. I'm ready to see where the story goes with it. In terms of the Godzilla design, I'm not too big on the -1 design. I think there's lots of parts of it that are cool, but I don't like things like the proportions, some of the skin textures on -1. But I do love the way he moves. I love the way he's portrayed. I love the way that, I love the way he moves. I love the way he's portrayed. The design as a whole, I don't really like, though. I do like figures and toys of it, just because I think the proportions lend themselves well to figures and things like that. Like, I have a minifigure next to me here that I think looks awesome, because the proportions are just you think there are 2 Godzillas, but you can't prove it. Well, that's a sentiment a lot of people are sharing because with Godzilla minus or Godzilla minus zero, if you look at the Statue of Liberty shot, you'll see that the Godzilla shown there is, for one, it's gotta be like 100-meter Godzilla, so like a Heisei size one. So you can definitely see that, but it's also like just the -1 design. So there's definitely some questions about what exactly that means, whether or not Godzilla's gonna get supercharged, or if he's gonna get bombed again and then mutate further. People are thinking that. I think it's a Duplo. But yeah, lots of cool stuff people have been theorizing. And so yeah, I mean, I definitely look forward to the movie. I have no doubt Yamazaki's gonna knock it out of the park again with that. So yeah, I look forward to it. Alright, so you like the Tokyo SOS design? Well, the Tokyo SOS movie is one of my favorite movies, but my favorite Godzilla is Godzilla 1998. It's my personal favorite. I love the design. It's a cool, sleek, and I actually have a drawing of it here in the Keshi style too. Yeah, so here's the Godzilla 98 Keshi style. I love this design. It's my favorite. I grew up with it. It was my first Godzilla movie. I have like videos and live streams talking about it and like my whole history with it. But yeah, it's my personal favorite. That one's mine. I think if you love like the Kiryu Goji, that one's a pretty cool one. I used to have a figure of it, one of these Super 7 ones. But yeah, I love that movie. I love the Kiryu duology. That's a good one. I have my own biases towards it just because I don't like the way the snout on that Kiryu Godzilla droops a little bit. And I think that no figures have been able to do justice what is that design. I think because of it. But no, it's definitely has its cool stuff. I love the overall design. There you go. Yeah, Godzilla the series. I love that show. Loved it growing up. Oh boy. Well, yeah, like here's like other examples of the Keshi style. So like here's Godzilla 1998. Alpha's done. This is one of my favorites, Gorosaurus. I think he looks cool and this is a style. I think it's like the third time I've ever drawn Gorosaurus. And I think it's also one of like my better ones. Yeah, really cool. What are my thoughts on Supernova? I think it's gonna be good. I have faith in the new director. I can't wait for it to come out. The cast looks really good, and like I just think it's gonna be really good. I haven't watched the director's debut film, which I think was I Am Mother. But yeah, I have faith in the director. I really loved Wingard with the films. I love the movies there. So I'm just hoping it does more of that and these films. As I think. And I think this one people might like more because it might focus more on Godzilla. And yeah, it just looks cool. Do I have any let me stop sharing there for a second. I don't really do too much mecha, but let me just pull it up here. I have drawn, let me find it. I have drawn Mechanicon before, and that was actually a commission piece. So let me show it there. Yeah. So here's my this is the Cyclops from Lost in Space versus Mechanicon. This was a commission piece that I did, and it's one of my personal favorites. Just because it's one of the first times I've drawn like a full-on mech character, and also like cool. I love drawing like fight scenes like this, and also just doing these cool matchups because they just look really cool and very creative. So yeah, I might try to see if I can draw Mecha Godzilla. My favorite Mecha Godzilla is Kiryu. Second would be the Monsterverse one. Third would be the classic 74, and then Heisei, sadly, which I don't think is a bad design, but it's like my least favorite, Mecha Godzilla. And then below that is the anime Godzilla, but mostly just because of the head design, man. Because I think the body plan for the Anagoji Mecha Godzilla, the polygon one, is pretty cool. But I don't know why the head is like a weird crab thing. I don't know why. But man, it was that. Yeah, I gotta, whoops, I get two. Let's see here. Let's go back to the pants. But yeah, and then can't forget this. Back to the lab again. Ooh, back to the lab again. The lab. Let's see here. I want to draw. Let's go off it. No! Kiryu, OG, Monsterverse. That's a good lineup. That's a good list. Back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Let's see. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one, man. Thank you for your interaction. So have a good one. Definitely be trying to do more streams like this in the upcoming future. So appreciate your time. Back to the team. Peak Batcha. Yeah, Batcha's cool. Batcha is cool. Yeah. To live again. Oh, back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. I really hope someone from the Zimcast sees this and lets Guru know what's going on. Because stuff's about to be crazy up in here. Go ping him on the Zim server. He's gotta know. He's gotta know what's happening. This needs to be witnessed by everyone. Oh, back to the lab again. Lab again. Smashing that down. Something funny going on. I recommend people check it out. Oh, back to the low. There you go. Hopefully, people. Actually, I wanna. Let's see. Should I do a full illustration? Will that be funnier? Who knows? Oh yeah. I got the little ears. What kind of ears does Zedon have? Back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Nope. Back to the lab again. No, that is weird. Oh, back to the lab again. Oh, back to the lab again. Again, somebody please stop by. If Kuro finds out about this, it'll be so funny. It'll be hilarious. Back to the lab again. Back to the lab again. Back to the lab again. And if any Zimcasters or Zim heads wanna let Kuru know in the server, I think is he on live in the server? I don't know. I'll double check. First, I'm gonna save this for reference. Yep, Kaiju Crew is currently. Oh boy! There you go. There we go. Oh boy. Or if anyone's on the Zimcast server that Kuru know of the debauchery going on. Shout out to anyone who knows what this character is. I'm sure Kaiju Kuru would approve. Yeah. I'm horrible with shoes and feet and perspectives. That's okay. Good. Hope it's good. Go. Go, Night of the Butchery. Segundo. Something funny going on. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just making the connection now. Fuzzy at Kazreal. Shoot, I didn't realize you were the one who did the Batra submission. Wow, that's funny. Did not realize that was you. Wow. Awesome. Praying someone here from the Zim server tunes in again and realizes what's going on. Whoops, I forgot. Wow, guys. Things are happenings back here, so ping Kaiju Kuru. Tell him to come through if you're in the Zim server. Some funnies going on here. If you're tuning in, a second ago I had on screen what I am currently working on a funny illustration relating to one of my good friend Kaiju Kuru's Kaiju. We're gonna have some funny things going on. I'm just grabbing some reference for colors and stuff. Things like that. So, I'm begging, praying, begging people will see this. No. Yeah. Thank you. begging it down. Down the show. Whoa, I got me a Philly cheesesteak. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and things about to go down. Knocking on heaven's door. Whoa. Let's see. I don't know what race. Oh well, I'm sure it won't matter. It's just a drawing. We can change up the. Maybe I'll add some color. What's that? That'll work. Knocking on heaven's door. Whoa. Actually, oh no. Uh-oh. Oh well, what it was. I might do a few different things. Actually. I might go with the red or green. That help? No. Knocking on heaven's door. What's going on here? Someone, please, from the Zim server, come to me. What are you doing? Something funny going on. You better check. What's going on? You better check. I have to close that up. Tying up loose ends. Knocking on heaven's door. Oh. Roach. No. I'm gonna take a big old bite of my sandwich. 1 second. Chat. I gotta love me some Philly cheese. Homemade too, so. Or hot. And just in case anyone's wondering, this is my tune style. So it leans more into the Western cartoon style, but there's still a little mix of anime influence as well. Mm. So there's like three main styles I do, which is like my regular style for humans and kaiju. And then I have the toon style, which is a bit more stylized into the cartoon aesthetic. And then I have the Keshi style, which you can see beforehand. But yeah, see, I'm really liking this so far. So I'm hoping somebody from the Zim server comes through, sees what's been going on. Should I? Squeak. No. What the heck? Oh. No. Boom, boom, biggity. Anybody from the Zencast in here yet? Sound off. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, bam, bam. Can I blind it? No. Blind? Yes. All right. Oh. Let's see. This one's gonna need touch-ups. Oh no. Welcome. What is up, Kaiju crew? How you doing? How you doing? April Fool. Did I put white in there? No. Hard to tell. There we got white and white background, but always double check. Go. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Nico said, because this is Nico's this is Nico's illustration of Zidion, who belongs to Kaiju crew. So shout out to them for creating some pretty cool art of the Kaiju. Yeah, I was just shouting you out. I don't know if you saw that, but I was shouting you out right now, since it is your illustration that I'm using for some colors, as well as just the general features that I want to adapt. Let me move that out of the way. Yeah, that's what I got so far. Of course, I have the little gold chip there. Yeah, this is an Uma Musume Zidion for April Fools, even though it's a bit late in the game. And this is trying to grow on me. Because I used to think that the red and green kind of clashed. I don't know. But still looks cool. Yeah, this has been fun. I might close out with this for its stream. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. Should I submit this to the stream submission? Oh. Did they go into the fin? No. But should I incorporate that? I don't know. Yes, Kuru. April Fools! April Fools, Kuru. Look. It's your favorite things. There you go. That's what it is. What color? Oh no. Forgot the white in her eye. Boom. Never too late for April Fools. The fool can't be fooled again. And boom. No! Wait, did I not complete the circuit? There you go. Boom. Or should I do it dark? Maybe blue. How's that look? Any dark with some light background. Where am I taking? Get rid of the John guy. Well, I'll take a bite of my sandwich. That's about done. So to catch you guys up, we've done we did Batra tune style, or no, Keshi style. This one was really fun. And then I did a Bendy Zilla thing, which was a submission, an original hybrid creation. And then we did a little bit of a sketch of, I don't know if you can see that at all. There's some -1. But then finally we ended off with Zidon, or Zidon there. That one's from Nico Stud. Shout out to him again. We did a little Uma, Zidon, Zidon. I forget how you pronounce it. But yeah, there you go, guys. What do you think? I know this will be some fun. Let me know down below which one's your favorite of the night. Well, no. Zidon is a very nice kaiju. Very cool. I'll probably take a crack at doing a proper drawing soon enough. Yeah, you know. And then here's Nico Stud. That's right. Check out his stuff on DeviantArt and all the socials. Micah came back a little bit. And of course, Kaiju Crew. Good to see you guys. What are you guys doing in the VC? A little bit. With my toon style, I don't do too much shading. Usually just under the chin, on the neck. Give it some depth, but to keep within that cartoon style, I like to just add a bit of shine and highlights to things like the hair there. Just a little bit of school eagles. Dots there. Yeah. Finishing up my Philly cheese. A reminder, everyone. Use my code Monstro for discount on orders of Advanced TG. Check out the link in the comments down below, where you can go check out all the cool stuff they got over there at Advanced GG. Energy drinks, they got flavors, they got the cool shaker cups, real cool stuff. Again. Look at all the cool stuff we done stream today. We got Batra, Bendizilla, and Zidon Uma style. Let me know if you have any favorites that you see here. And probably gonna close out in a second. So again, I got posts on Twitter for the next one. On Twitter, you can also just at me if you want me to draw, say, just do a drawing on stream of either your favorite kaiju or any original kaiju you may have. I'll be drawing them in the Keshi style you see here. So if you have a favorite one like Batra, or if you have your original creation like this one here, feel free to check out all my posts on Twitter or X at Vic Monstrous. You could find me there, see more of my art, and then just either at me or reply to any of the posts I make there for the Drawcasts. Since I'm probably gonna start doing more of these, to be honest, I'm hoping I can just stop procrastinating mostly, and then finding time, because I think for the Drawcast doing this is probably gonna be really fun, as well as helping get my art out there, since I definitely want to be more supported by all the artwork I do. Because doing these is fun, and you can do them I can do them in a short amount of time. Like 2 hours, I did this and this. Actually, I did both of these in under the hour, and then the last hour was spent doing this. Shout out Kuru. Well, yeah. So there you have it, guys. Thank you everyone again for stopping by, all the homies in the Zimcast, all of the new people who came around, submitted their stuff, stayed around. Again, I do have my let's see here, I do got my Pocho fundraiser going on GoFundMe. You can check that out if you'd like. Check out the GoFundMe page, link in the chat down below. But yeah, Minecraft, if you like the Uma there and any of the other creations we did along the way. Oh yeah, this was honestly just on a whim. I was like, what can I draw? And then also late April Fool's Day prank. There you go. But yeah, lots of fun. Very cool kaiju. Ugh. And honestly, doing all the human forms of kaiju is fun, really. Because you gotta think about what features you want to take from what. I'll probably post this in the VC chat if y'all are still talking, or in Art General. And hey, maybe I'll put in the stream submissions for this Zimcast. That'll be fun. And who knows, I might even make a Gilyu Sona there. This is Uma, mostly just because of Kuru. But I did Zims, of course. Actually, where's Zims? Yeah, somewhere. There you go. There's Zims. Latina. I guess Latina, yeah. Or something. There you go. Zogura. And that's about it. Okay. But yeah, that's the cool stuff. Thank you again, everyone. We're going to be closing out the stream now. But thank you for everyone who joined throughout the show. And again, use my code Monstro on Advanced CG and check out my fundraiser. All the links can be found there on my socials. And stay tuned for many more variety hours. For any more Drawcasts, of course. I'm hoping to make the Drawcasts more frequent, maybe weekly if I can. And on the set schedule at least, maybe. But thanks for tuning in again. And let's see, what's going on here? There you go. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. Until next time, Kaiju Seekers, over and out.